Welcome to the Points Taken Podcast. This is episode 16, Sam.
Yeah.
Tuesday, October 24th. How you doing, pal?
Doing all right. I just got back from Alaska.
How was that trip?
Oh, it was great. Took podcast all the way to the West Coast.
I love that. I saw that picture on Facebook, on our Points Taken Podcast Facebook page.
Yeah.
Check that out if you haven't already. We really appreciate all the support. We are 1 week away from Halloween.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. Do you have a costume?
I don't. I'm thinking about doing Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I don't know why. I have a friend that wants to, I do know why. My friend wants to do it, but I haven't. I, of course, waited to the last minute, so now I'm going to get probably child size because that's all that's left on the shelves.
Yeah, they go quick. We had trouble getting stuff for my kids, and a lot of bad things. A lot of slutty outfits in kid sizes. I was shocked.
That's a little upsetting, I guess. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the little Trollops collection, not good. Yeah, like why does it like a 7-year-old need? Yeah.
Oh, wow. No, we don't need to see that.
No, not at all. Sammy, what's on the show?
We've got game day drinks, Posh and Beck's, and Southwest Airlines has no patience for puppies.
All right, start the show. So, what Mortal Kombat character would you be?
Sub-Zero has always been my favorite. That or Raiden. I'd go through one of those two.
I remember playing that game, man. I put a lot of time into those games.
I put a lot of quarters into those games. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
There's always that one kid at the front that played on the same quarter for like an hour because no one could beat him.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't me.
Those were the days.
They were.
Now they play all these things, and people. Have you seen like the videos where people, like a girlfriend deletes like somebody's NBA 2K and they like freak out. They like break up over it.
Yeah, they get
She's
so
like,
mad.
"You're not paying any attention to me," so I deleted it. And he's like, "We're done. We're done." Just a child. Or like kids freaking out on teachers for like taking their stuff, their Game Boys or whatever. Them Game Boys.
Yeah, nobody even knows what that is.
How old am I?
My favorite are the parents that like the kids won't go outside, so they break the system, and those kids just have a meltdown.
Yeah,
absolute meltdown.
I know. So good that we're not in that generation. I think you should be Sub-Zero, but I'm good with either one. We're gonna post that picture on the Points Taken podcast when you get that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think I'm gonna be like a slutty oncologist or something. It's like, here's your results.
I love how you had to narrow
good.
You had to narrow it down to oncology too.
If you're gonna get bad cancer results, you want it to be from like a man whore, you know. Last week's recap. People were going crazy over the Bruce Willis movies. We could do a whole episode of that. We're very happy Mr. Willis is still with us.
Very
and hopefully
happy.
doing well. Mm-hmm. God, the guy had a hell of a career.
Just a Rolodex of movies.
Like I scolded or not mentioning The Fifth Element.
Oh, yeah, I know how good it was. We just didn't have time for every movie.
Very polarizing, that movie.
I got a lot
My
of
buddy
people.
Randy says it's a classic and it's amazing. My buddy Ray says it's trash and he hates it.
It's true. And okay, I actually used to think it was trash the first time I saw it, but I do love it now.
I like Mila Jovovich. She sings with Maynard from Tool on some Pucifer songs and stuff like that. Yeah, they're good buddies. So I have an affection for her. I think she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then The Fifth Element. There's another one I didn't think about. Look Who's Talking. Remember he was the baby in that.
He was. Oh, God. Yeah,
And he was funny. He did a great job. Kirstie Alley was in it. John Travolta was in it, who in a later movie, he murders on a toilet in Pulp Fiction. No spoilers there. If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction by now, you're not getting around to it.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
And then you said there was another movie recently called Paradise City that Travolta.
That came out last year. It was him and Travolta. It was a cool action movie. I mean, it was okay. They were both kind of towards the end of their career. Definitely worth watch. I didn't know he was sick at the time, but you can tell it didn't quite have his pizzazz. So it was a little sad once I found out he was sick.
Yeah, I saw that they were kind of like having to stop and get him his lines and everything. And I mean, I think he was just trying to work and leave a little extra for his family. At least that's what I hope. And poor guy. I hope he's doing all right. I hope he's feeling good.
They need to put him in the comfiest chair by a beach and let him just live out his life doing the most relaxing thing he could think of.
He worked hard, man.
Yeah.
Guy put in a lot of work.
He deserves whatever he wants.
Yeah, I'm good with him having whatever he wants. Ryan O'Neal, not so much. No. That guy's a scumbag. I read some more articles on him. Oh my lord.
Oh, I don't know why you went down that rabbit hole.
Well, Angelica Houston said he beat the crap out of her at a party in L.A. I'm like, were there not other people there? Is everyone in L.A.? You know my feelings about Hollywood. Is everyone in L.A. just look the other way? He's on a coke binge again.
Oh, there we go.
But he's a star, so we mustn't say anything about him. Yeah. Scumbag. And Brett Weinstein was a hit on the show.
The
The good one.
The good one,
The
yeah.
great
Yeah,
Brett
yeah.
Weinstein was fantastic on the show. We got to go over his picks later. I don't think any of ours did all that well.
No, I don't think it was one we should really be bragging about.
But we did, those were our, screw around picks.
Yeah.
We had some official picks that we put cash money on.
Yeah, we did.
Let's get into it. What do we got? Let's go.
First game was Penn State at Ohio State. It was Penn State plus 4.5. They had a total of 46.5.
Yeah, this game was very slow. I thought about taking Penn State. The total points was 20.5, but none of it looked good. What was the final score on that one?
Final score was OSU 20-12.
Yeah, it was a bad game. They had a chance to get into that line. I thought they were going to lose, but I thought they were going to lose by 3 or 4.
Yeah.
At 4.5, I liked the line a lot. Didn't work out. And then, but we got our first troll, our first official troll.
Our first Twitter troll.
Yeah, first Twitter troll. He's so he sees that I lost the first game, and then I have the other 2 games up there. We have 2 more college picks that we're going to get to in a second. And he's like, this looks like 0-3 to me. Looks like Florida State 31, Duke 10. And so then I got the eye of the tiger. I'm like, I don't care what it takes. We have to win these next 2 games. So how do we do? What's the next game?
Next one was Tennessee at Alabama. It was Tennessee plus 9 with a total of 49.
What do we take?
We took the Alabama team total of over 29.5.
Yeah, so Tennessee beat us last year, and it was the first time in 15 years. It was the 16th game, or something like that. So I was like, we're going to put up some points. Even though we're struggling, we're going to put up we're going to score 30 plus. How did they do?
Alabama 34-20.
Attaboy, that's a win.
There
When you beat
go.
Tennessee, you smoke your cigar.
Oh, is that what it is?
Except Nick Saban, he goes, I don't smoke them, but I'll chew on it for a while. Even Saban was happy, and that guy's never happy. So this was a great one.
Nice.
This looks very similar to the cigar Tony Soprano smoked.
You know what? You guys have similar tastes, huh?
Yeah, he's a hell of a guy. That bit didn't hit as well as we thought.
No, I don't know.
I'd be like, this is gonna set the world on fire.
I don't know if we're inviting them back in the show
Yeah.
for a while.
You got some balls, these people.
So Twitter troll, just so you know, that's 1-1.
That's 1-1. Twitter troll. So you're wrong already. You're wrong, but I know if we went 1-2, he'd be like, see, you lost money, idiot. So he predicted Duke, Florida State. So what was the line on this?
It was Duke plus 14 with a total of 48.5.
That's what we took, right?
Took the total 48.5. Yep.
So I thought they were kind of being squirrely with their quarterback, the Riley Leonard, the Duke quarterback. They were kind of like, he's not going to play. But I figured he would play, and he did. And he got into the game, played kind of well. I mean, his stats weren't great, but they were playing better with him in there. And Duke was up 20-17 at half. So the troll said 31-10 Florida State. So he's already wrong.
Yeah.
They already doubled that production. All right? 2017, then all we need is 12 points in the second half. You get 4 field goals. I mean, you get it in many ways.
Yeah.
You can get 6 safeties. That happens a lot.
I see that every season.
So I was like, this will be easy. Not so easy. No points scored in the third quarter. Duke scored 0 points in the second half. And I'm like, this stupid troll is going to get me.
He's getting me.
What was the final?
FSU 38-20.
Oh, yeah. We killed it.
We rock past
Killed
that.
it. 2-1 in college football. I love it.
Take that, troll.
I love it. All right. So then you can coast at that point. You can coast in. Thursday, we had that first game in the NFL. So who do we take in that?
It was Jaguars at Saints. It was the Jaguars plus 1 with a total 9 at 39.5. We took the Jaguars team total over 19.5.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence was potentially not going to play. It was on a short week. They were like, okay, we'll see how it goes. Saints defense has played pretty well. It was in New Orleans. Jags were up 17-6 at half. And I'm like, okay, this is, you just need 3 points in the second half. That's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a little nervous though.
Yeah, they like to hold us out there just a little bit.
Yeah, but I didn't put the line on this, but they won. They won and they covered by a lot. It was easy. They came through for us. So we're starting out the week 1-0.
Started that one happening.
Loving that. And then my Dolphins are playing last night.
Miami Dolphins at Philadelphia. It was Miami plus 2, which is what we took, and it had a total of 51.5.
Yeah, both teams are 5-1. Bama quarterback matchup. Apparently Jalen Hurts and Tua aren't as chummy as people thought. I guess they're not like good pals. I think they're respectful of one another, but they're very competitive. They're like, I think Jalen Hurts was like, hey, he took my job. I had to go to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But then he just got like an insane contract, so he's doing fine. How do we do? Did my Dolphins come through?
Eagles 31-17.
It was awful.
That first 3 quarters were great.
It was. We had 10 penalties against us. They didn't have any penalties, even though they did. They just weren't called. I don't want to blame the refs or anything, but we had some injuries. They had that tush-push play, so they get 4 plays every down. If you're within a yard and a half,
That's it.
it's automatic.
Yeah.
It's automatic. It's a good team, we played okay. We
Yeah.
played well enough for me to not say maybe we're kind of overrated and we're frauds. I think we're going to be all right.
They just didn't follow through in the end.
Yeah. And then what's the last game?
49ers at Vikings. It was the Vikings plus 6.5 with a total of 43.5, and we took the 49ers team total of over 25.5.
Yeah. So that's tonight.
Yep.
And we're hoping for this. This would be a winning week if we got this one, or it's a losing week. We have 2 other plays that I posted on X. Currently, we're filming on a Monday night. It's Vikings up 7-0. End of the first.
Ooh.
Not looking good.
No.
Because we have a parlay that one of our buddies, one of our loyal listeners, has he won the parlay ticket. So we'll get to that in a second. That Jags score was 31-24, by the way. That was an easy one for us.
Yeah.
And then we posted 2 plays on X. God, that's hard. What was it?
Bills. We took the Bills team total over 23.5.
All right. What was the final?
What was the? It was Patriots 29, Bills 25.
It's over 23 and a
There
half.
we go. Yep.
Booyah. So I'm like, I'm thinking like this is easy.
Yeah.
Posting these. So I took one more. Trying to go 2-0. What do we get next?
Jamison Williams over 17.5 receiving yards.
This guy's a home run hitter, man. He's fast. He flies down the field. They throw the big bombs to him, okay? I'm thinking 17.5. He get that in one play, maybe 2. They're going to throw the big shots to him. And he did. He got 6 targets, throwing the big bombs to him.
Yeah.
How many yards did he have?
He had 0.
He had 0 yards.
0
He had several
yards.
just off his hand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was rough. So, the 1-1 didn't make any difference.
Yeah.
We're looking at hopefully a winning week if San Francisco can come through on this. They got the ball in the Minnesota 22. We're working on it.
Okay.
They can score some points
I think we
quickly.
can pull it off, yeah.
And last but not least, we got Sammy's pick.
We do.
What are
yeah.
Sammy's pick?
We're talking the Steelers at Rams. The Steelers are +3, and
How did that end?
looked pretty good. Steelers 24-17.
Boy, I was very proud of my pally
That
here.
was for my family out there in Pittsburgh.
Attaboy. Pittsburgh. They came to play. They were doing great. So that's Sammy's 4-3 on the season.
I'm going on a winning record so far. I'm loving it.
Absolutely. So we got this parlay. Our buddy Bill Stansberry is the lucky winner, but he has to have 26 points or more from the 49ers tonight to win this, okay? And he's very confident. And he says, if I win, you can keep my money and wager it with my approval, mostly Dolphin games. This is what he texted me last night. So I guess I'm his money manager now.
There you go.
If I have to do like a lot of, not hey, thanks for the ticket and the money, but keep it and parlay it into more money for me. But it has to be things I sign off on. So I do hope he wins.
Yeah.
I might just write him that check, though.
Yeah.
Send him that dough.
I already mailed it. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. So we hit the Jags team total over 19.5. Boom. Easy. The Bama total over 29.5. Boom. And now we got the 49ers. I hope it works out for you. Bill's a great guy. Hope he wins that dough.
That'd be awesome.
He doesn't need the $130 or whatever. What is it? $130.86.
Yep.
Yeah. Take your wife out to dinner. A cheaper one.
The-
Take your lovely wife out to a very medium price dinner. Yeah.
that mid steak.
Exactly. All right. What's next, Sam?
Are these game day drinks?
Sammy.
Yeah.
It's time for everybody's favorite drinking game. Are these game day drinks? Sam, what do we have today?
Well, we classed it up just a little bit, and we've got ourselves some Death Row Records wine. Oh, yeah.
I feel like, it's a little bit Halloween themed.
Yeah.
There's murder involved.
Yeah.
But it's just, like you said earlier, they just call it Death Row wine. They could have had like a, like De Blood of the Innocent. Or like
Something.
Murder Juice.
Murder. Go with this. They have tons of songs. Murder was the case.
Right.
Anything in the Chronic.
Blood, there's a lot of
A
blood.
lot of blood in there.
Like not Crips, just blood.
Real missed opportunity there.
Yeah. I'd feel like, for creative guys, like Suge Knight should have like shook somebody over a balcony and be like,
'Cause
name this wine.
He's not creative, but
No.
he'll get creativity. out of
No,
somebody.
but he sees what he wants and then he shakes them over a balcony.
But if Suge Knight, if you're watching this, great name. Just going with Death Row Records for sure.
yes, yeah.
Suge, if you're
I'm
watching,
not afraid of him. And fuck right off.
he's gonna show up in your mirror tonight.
Yeah, Candyman. He's in jail, I think, with like a foot problem or something.
I don't know.
He wasn't, he's not a real health nut like me. But
No,
yeah,
he'd still pay your kids to come after you. He wouldn't care.
that's true.
Your daughters will be waiting for you tonight.
He's not a nice fella, so I don't have to say things about him. Did I just curse on the show?
Oh, I think you may have.
Good. Good. Take that. Take the. Let's see. And if I like his sparkling wine, I'll be like, okay, it's pretty good. All right, let's pop it.
Let's pop it open.
Oh, no pressure.
A little bit of pressure.
Do you want this? I got this for you.
It's coming.
I have wine.
What
I
is
have
that?
champagne popper.
Oh man, this is embarrassing, isn't it?
Yep. Here.
Just start.
Just
you're gonna have to do
let
it.
the tool do it. There you go.
There we go.
Opa.
All right, so let's start with that here. So it's a sparkling white, and that's all I know about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to prejudge that. Here's what they could have just gone to like a vineyard though, and been like, "Here, we need to slap a label on."
Yeah, which is probably what they did.
Yeah, I'm sure. Sure, it's not like Suge Knight like dancing on grapes and stuff. He's like,
All right,
not
I'm
the
going
best
on.
Pinot. All right.
I smell it because you're supposed to, but I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm smelling.
Let's
for,
check
you
the
know?
bouquet.
Is that what it is, bouquet? Mm-hmm. Those after notes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to test mine. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. To know what you have. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Sammy, you gave this a 6.1.
You are really close.
Yeah?
5.9.
That's good.
Yeah, you were real close.
Man,
on
I
that
gotta
one.
check
Yeah,
our
yeah,
scores
yeah, yeah.
too, because I think I'm like killing it lately.
We'll be either killing it or way.
We gotta do an update. All right, and what do you think
Now,
I gave this?
I think you went similar, but I think you went 5.7.
I went 6.3.
Wow, you went up.
I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
We got it cold. It's nice. For mimosas, I'm a big Sunday mimosa guy. Watching games.
Didn't think about that. I bet with some OJ, this would be a great game day drink.
Yeah, I mean, how much was the bottle?
I think they were $25 or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm more of the Shandong $16.99 kind of guy,
Yeah.
which I think the Shandong is a very nice deal at that.
Yeah. I mean, I would drink it. It was good.
Yeah, it's not bad for what it is. I just don't think the price point is, and again, the clever name. If it was something more,
Some Snoop Dogg-esque.
yeah, more hip,
Yeah.
with a little bit of sugar on it.
Anything
Yeah.
from NWA would have been perfect. Put it right on.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and we're gonna do a second one.
Oh,
we got a little
okay.
bonus for you,
We did.
America.
Just for all of you.
Nice job, Shug. You know what? I've changed my note on you. You're a great guy.
They also have a red. I couldn't tell you anything about the grapes, but they have a red.
But look at this, right? Look at this thing my wife got me for Father's Day, I think. This Airvana aerator thing.
Yeah.
Check this out. Sammy, check this out.
What?
It aerates the wine.
Oh, that's cool.
This gives us a better, shot. Airvana should be sponsored.
That is cool. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that
All
before.
right, I'm taking a big pull on this.
I usually just put a straw in there and blow bubbles
So
in it.
treat yourself.
So I just push this button right here.
Treat yourself to that. What's that?
Oh, I'm feeling real fancy right
That's
now.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. Let me get a score update while you're doing this.
I think I'm gonna buy one of these just to have a wine party. Pull it
Yeah.
out. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna pull it out and act fancy.
Minnesota's got the ball first and goal. Second quarter, 8:31 to go. Minnesota's got the ball in San Francisco 2, Minnesota 7, San Francisco 0.
Oh, Jesus.
Not doing well.
Let's start drinking heavy.
Let's start
so we
drinking
get to the
heavy.
point.
All right.
All right.
Let's try this. Let me do the I'm going to do the cleanse with the water, the Fiji. All right.
Ready?
Yep. Going back. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to try. Okay, ready?
Yep.
I'm going back too.
Yeah, it's one of those. I think it does have some power or staying power to it. It changes a little bit.
All right. Oh, I filled out the wrong card for you, but I'll fix it right now.
Are you going first?
You're going. I'm telling you that you gave this a 6.7.
Okay. 6.5.
Oh my
You are-
God! I'm killing it.
I definitely enjoyed it more than the white.
Wow.
It was, and I tend to like red wine a little bit more than white wine to begin with, but it was enjoyable. I would sit there and drink this bottle for sure.
You can almost taste like Suge's toes mashing that red.
So gross.
That kind of ruined it. I almost want.
You made me cringe a little bit.
Yeah. What do you think I gave this,
I
Sam?
think you found it similar. I went with the 6.2.
6.2.
Yeah,
On the
redemption,
nose.
redemption.
We are getting way too close to knowing each other's moves now.
I definitely think you like those very similar.
You nailed that. Okay. I don't know who won.
You know what?
I gotta go look back. I think that
I was
the
way off on the
difference-
first one.
Yeah,
though.
so I think I won.
I think you did because you were only off by like 1 or 2 each.
You should get
time.
like a bonus though for nailing
That
it.
was
though.
there's a spread. There's a handicap for that, right?
Yeah, we'll
nice.
figure that out. All right, well, let's keep these for the next segment.
Yeah.
So, you know, I probably wouldn't drink a red wine watching games.
No.
But it is nice. I'm shocked at how nice this is.
It was. I think you're right. They went and shook down.
They
a
did.
vineyard.
There's some guy that I used to have one of my grapes, the sugar night togo. he sugar me over the balcony. He's like, apparently this is an Italian winemaker.
Yeah. Living in California.
Yeah. I'm just from Napa Valley. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, game day drink on the champagne, I guess. Yeah.
I would say yes with the orange juice. Yes.
Yeah.
Red wine, not so much.
You know, but you know, like I said, you got to order this.
Only available on their website. You can't get this at stores right now, so yeah, you have to order in advance if you want to drink it.
Yeah, but it's a fun label.
Yeah.
It's a fun name. There's a guy in an electric chair.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
What says more classy wine than
Yeah.
Death Row
Yeah.
electric chair dude?
Yeah. I know. There's so much you can do with the titles, though. Step up your game. Shug. All right. That was these game day drinks. All right, Sammy, we got our drinks. We got 2 drinks here.
Yeah.
And let's talk something fun. What else is in the news, Sam?
Oh, always fun. Joran Vandersloot back in the news and has finally confessed to the 2005 murder of Natalie Holloway.
Yeah, we're certainly not making light of this. This was a tragedy. Natalie Holloway was from Alabama and was an 18-year-old girl that this asshole killed on a beach. She kneed him in the groin when he didn't, you know, he was trying to get with her and she was like, no, and blah, blah, blah. And then he kicked her in the face and killed her with a cinder block and dumped her body in the ocean, right?
Handle rejection, bro. Come on.
Yeah. So he wasn't prosecuted for that. They didn't have enough evidence. And then he went ahead and murdered another girl in Peru for something similar.
Wow.
Because he's just a psychopath. And then in 2010, he reached out to Natalie Holloway's mother and said he'd tell her where Natalie's body was for $250,000 with $25,000 up front. Just Euro trash scumbag.
That sounds like a winner.
I give you a good price on the location of your daughter. Yeah. Now he says he's given his heart to Jesus Christ. And he's also getting a lot of action. This is what bothers me when these guys like go to jail for murdering and then they start getting like groupies.
Oh, yeah. Like, what didn't it happen with Bundy or something?
It happened with all of them.
Oh, Jesus.
It happened with all of them. It happened with the one that was eating people up in Milwaukee.
Oh, Dahmer.
Dahmer. was
Yeah,
getting-
that's right.
They're like sending panties to
Even though he wasn't into
Jeffrey
women.
Dahmer. Yeah, wrong tree. Also. So he married a woman while in prison. I bet the parents were thrilled.
Yeah.
Like, oh, honey, that Jordan Vandersloot is just dreamy.
Yeah, oh, let me tell you about the guy. Oh.
Yeah. So now he's leaving that wife. Her name is Lady Figueroa, for a quote unquote prettier and younger girlfriend. Her name is. Can you pronounce this name? I highlighted it.
I'm sorry. I'm just Eva Pocahontas.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It looks like it's Ava Paco Hoanako,
Wow.
which sounds totally made
Yeah,
up.
that probably sounds better. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, considering Vandersloot sounds made up too.
Yeah, now she's like, I'm changing this to Vandersloot, which is
Yeah.
also it's a shitty name.
You know, I'm really depressed that this guy is gonna find a second girl to marry, and I still have yet to get married once.
I was thinking about you because I know that you're looking for the one, and Vandersloot is like slaying tail through prison walls.
He's in prison right now, right?
Yeah, he's in prison right now.
Leaving one girl for another. Yet here I am, 41, still unmarried. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
And not murdery at all.
No, not murdering.
Murdered 0 people. Handsome fella. All right. Yeah, maybe that's the secret. Like maybe you need to.
I need to be a criminal.
Take a real hard turn in life.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. Again, we're not making fun of this. This guy's just a scumbag, but
He
I
is.
cannot understand where these crazy women come out of and they're like, that's the guy. He's the one for me. I guess if you like space, like if you don't want someone up in your business, but you want to have like a pen pal
There you
husband, that's your guy. But apparently Ava Paco Hoanako was once accused of smuggling drugs into prison for him.
Oh wow.
You know how she gets it in there. It ain't up her nose.
No.
It's all up in the business. And that's probably got to go pretty far. I had a friend one time.
Dropping kilos.
This friend of mine and his boyfriend, a gay guy, and his boyfriend, and they were friends with a lady, and they were all going on a trip out to California, and they smoked weed every day. And this was several years ago, where weed you couldn't get it. So she wrapped it up, and she smuggled it onto the plane in her little lady purse.
Wow, lady.
Is that a way to call a vagina? A lady purse?
Lady purse.
So she fashioned it like a tampon, and she put it right up there.
Wow.
That must have been difficult for two men, though, that reject the vagina wholeheartedly. To be like, we need it now, but not for what you think.
Yeah.
Total rejection of the vagina. They're like, okay, here's what we would like for you to do with it.
Since we're not going to use it one way, we have another way.
Yeah. So yeah, that was so. Anyways, to wrap it up, I don't understand people.
I don't either.
The world is a crazy place. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's next, Sam?
Southwest Airlines is getting negative publicity for kicking a lady off of a flight from Colorado to California for petting her dog.
Yeah. Apparently, she had a little puppy on the plane, like 8 weeks old, and he was whining a little bit, and she was the male flight attendant was like, "You need to calm that dog down, or else you might not be able to fly." And she was like, "Okay." So she pets him. The dog calms down. And he's like, "That's it. I told you, that dog needs to be under the seat, stowed properly." Ooh. And she's like, "I'm trying to calm him down." She's like, "That's it. You're out of here."
Wow.
These flight attendants, I usually stick up for the crew, right? I'm like, they got to deal with psychopaths. People are fighting on the plane, getting drunk, blah, blah, blah. But 9/11 has really switched them. Now they're in control, and they're like, if you look, they're like celebrities that have maids that are like, don't look them in the eye, They're like, you look me in the eye, you're off this plane, and you can't do anything about it. No. They'll get you arrested.
Well, the downside is I'm friends with a lot of flight attendants, and they're amazing people, but there's just that one or two that ruin it for all of them.
Right. It's like bad
Taking
cops or
way
bad
too
anything.
far,
That just ruin. But some of them are turning into sky divas.
Yeah, they are
Big time. I was on a plane one time. It was Southwest. And this old woman talked to this guy, and I don't know what his sexual orientation was, but he was one of these, he gave that look.
Yeah. So
you kind of can assume he was probably
probably
not a fan of the lady purse. And she goes, "Could you please put my bag up?" And he goes, "I can help you get it up, but I will not be taking your bag up myself." And I'm like, "That's your job.
That's kind of what you do.
What do you throw out? You deliver the drinks and the peanuts, and you do the bags. What? How are And I was like, "Give me the bag." I was like, "Just get out of my way."
Yeah.
Poor excuse for a man. So I was annoyed. And again, they have a hard job. Yeah. It's tough, But when they start this crap, and the one woman who filmed this, I saw it was on TikTok, and it's millions of views. Mm-hmm. And the one woman puts in the caption, she goes, "Yeah, this male flight attendant is berating this woman for her dog." And then another female flight attendant came up to her, and she's dressed like a cat, and she's giving this woman a hard time because Southwest are like, we do things a little different around here.
We are professionals.
And they're like
meow, meow.
trying to tell jokes, and they're like, it's gonna be a fun flight, and they're like, "Get that puppy off of here now!" So
that's unfortunate.
Customer service is bad. I rented when we went to Disney. I rented from Budget Rent-A-Car. Stood in line for 3 hours. It was horrible.
Yeah.
And then the person in front of us got to the line. He was telling me we made friends in the line because everybody was equally mad, but we didn't want to be jerks because it's they're working hard, they're trying, but they only had three attendants there, and there were hundreds of people in line. So he just says well, why are there not many more people? Why is this taking 3 hours? And the woman says, "We're the cheapest one. What do you expect?" I was like, wow. They don't tell you that, when you book.
No.
We're the cheapest one. You're lucky if you get anything.
That really should be their tagline. We're the cheapest one. What do you expect?
Right. But my rental was for a week, and it was $800. So that's not cheap.
No, that's not cheap at all.
And then I emailed, or I put it on Twitter, and somebody was like, "Please tell us the situation." So I wrote them back this lengthy thing. I'm like, they were working hard. They were trying. But this is kind of unacceptable. 3 hours, we missed dinner. We had plans. Yeah. It's half of our day. Our flight was shorter than our line at Budget.
Wow.
From Chicago to Orlando. It's crazy.
That's wild.
And then they're like, "We are very sorry. We were giving you $30 off."
0.5% off. And you will like it.
Yeah. So, we've done our job. Yeah. Yeah, but I do miss the old days where you could like get drunk and harass the flight attendants, wear a robe like Ric Flair, do the helicopter at them.
Oh, it'd be
Be in a
great.
documentary about it later.
Those are definitely the days.
No, like we shouldn't go back to the days where we're just like harassing people because they have a job. But you also, on the other side, like can't just throw somebody off because you don't like them.
Yeah. If, like I'm going to Vegas, just give me a little leeway to get drunk.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. I will gladly sleep in my seat. Yeah. I'll be fine. Just get me on the plane. But yeah, it's again, I do like it. I do like these people, and I know they have a good job. They do a good job. So you don't want to mess with the entire industry, but some of these people, they should be checked. They should probably be fired if they keep that stuff up.
Yeah.
So. And what's last?
The 4-part documentary Beckham about the lives of David Beckham and Victoria Posh Spice Beckham is streaming now on Netflix and drawing some controversy.
Mm-hmm. No spoilers, but if you don't want to hear anything, this is the last segment, so you can sign off and we'll see you Thursday. Mm-hmm. But David Beckham's former personal assistant, Rebecca Luce, claims they had an affair in 2004. Ooh, yeah, spicy. She said she sent him, quote unquote, very naughty texts, which, yeah, that was in quotes. So you know what that means. There's a whole lot of lady purse in that.
Lady purse.
Yeah, but she was, she said she's cheating on him. She's cheating with him, when Posh Spice is at home. Like, he was the personal assistant, so Posh is on the phone and being like, where's David? Checking in, blah, blah, blah. She's like, so Victoria is calling me, and I had to check on him, and then David was in bed with a Spanish model. Ooh. And that hurt a lot. I'm like, you're boning him too. Do you think that it's just you? Now, he denies this, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not buying it. He is so good looking. And Posh is so good looking. Like, there's a lot of opportunities. They're like too handsome to not have a slip up in their marriage, I think. They're too attractive. But he says it's BS. He has 4 kids. If it happened 19 years ago, like maybe this lady should, but she's upset. The documentary is like doing well, and she thinks that this is my time. Like, he's not a victim. Like, he had an affair with me, and blah blah blah. Who knows? Again, I'm not. I don't know. But the documentary, they seem like such like a nice couple.
I wanted to hate them.
I know,
but I'm
like,
watching
they're
this
rich. They're rich and attractive.
They're attractive. They're
thumbs down.
They can sing. They can play
right.
sports. I
He's
hate
like
them.
Amazing athlete. She's like a legit like superstar.
Amazing voice.
Yeah, like she can sing as she toured the world.
Yeah,
she made that money.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
But,
I know, but then you see them and they're very sweet to each other.
Yeah,
they take care of each other.
Yeah, they really start to make you love them.
Yeah, I know. They're like America's family now. Those soccer fans are the worst.
Terrible.
He made one. He got a red card in the World Cup. I didn't even know this.
Yeah,
he got a red card in the World Cup, and then they're like giving him death threats towards his children.
At age 23, he's in the World Cup.
Yeah,
and the whole country goes after him.
And the referee, I mean, he was the guy that gave the red card on a kind of a ticky-tack call, I thought.
Yeah.
So he's the one throwing their best player out of the World Cup. And then they went to penalty shots. Like, there was so much that could have happened.
Yeah.
But they're like, Beckham, he's a spoiled little brat. And I love that the English are so snooty towards us. Like, Americans, they do things so terrible, and they're horrible people. And they're chanting, all of them, hundreds of thousands of people chanting, Posh Spice takes it up the ass. I mean, that's I love the snootiness, and they're so cutthroat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like this. I hope he dies. Yeah.
I mean, they're right. American fans would never do that.
Yeah, no, we don't murder people in the stands or anything.
Steve Bartman.
Oh yeah, I know the Bartman thing was awful. They abused that guy.
Yeah.
Like, let's get him.
Yeah. He's down.
That's a very good point. But they weren't chanting, Bartman's wife takes it up the ass for the next 6 months. Thanks,
she was
thanks, Suge Knight Wine.
I gotta admit, she was a pretty good sport about the interview for that part.
Yeah. So we're both on episode 3. We'll talk more about this later, but it's been good.
I definitely give it a thumbs up. It's worth watching.
Definitely give it a thumbs up. And one more thing on this. The other controversy, Tom Cruise, super mad at David and Victoria Beckham. Really? Claims he and Katie Holmes kind of rolled out the red carpet when the Beckhams moved to L.A. and showed them around, did all this stuff. They were inseparable. And he said once they got established, well, this is the report, once they got established, they dropped Tom Cruise. And I'm like, really? Because Tom Cruise is like a super famous, whatever. I'm like,
I'd want him to be my best friend.
yeah,
if
I don't
he
think
wanted
they'd
to.
social climb Tom Cruise and be like, we're good now. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And later in the article, there were reports that the Beckhams took a step back from Tom Cruise after he became constantly insistent on them learning more about Scientology. There it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah, all day. Do you want to talk about Xenu again? No, we're good. We'll just have a little dinner, Tom.
Little wine.
Yeah. Well, you know who loves dinner? Xenu. I don't know if I brought him up, but like those Scientologists, man.
I hear they're pretty awful.
They push it. I love that we're picking fights with Suge Knight, Scientologists.
We're going after them all.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get buried.
We are. Taylor Swift. Yeah. That's great.
But Beckham's got our back, please.
Yeah, we're good. I'd rather be friends with the Beckhams, I think.
After watching
than
this,
Tom
yeah,
Cruise.
I would, yeah.
And really, the Scientology thing, they're very pushy.
Yeah, I was watching that one documentary. It has the girl from, I can't remember the actress' name, but she left Scientology.
Oh yeah, the King of Queens girl.
Yeah, the King, and it really showed how bad they were. They'll take you for every penny you got, and then they'll loan you the money to take more from you.
L. Ron Hubbard, the creator of Scientology, was an author.
Yeah.
And he said there's no money in books, but there's a lot of money in religion.
And he's right.
And he made up a religion. People are like, this is legit. I mean, there's a lot of made up religions, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. But yeah, not it just, I don't blame them for being like, you won't stop talking about Scientology. It's like when we talked about Prince and how he was a born again, or a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
But he's playing like concert for people, then he's like, can I talk to you real quick? I want you to be a Jehovah's Witness. Like,
God.
That would be badgering and annoying, but I don't know. Scientology seems to be way worse.
But if Tom Cruise, if you come on our podcast, I will join Scientology.
Will you?
I would. If he comes on our podcast, I would join.
You got one.
But you got to come on our podcast. You got to come to our studio.
He's single. I mean, you could hook him up with some actress and he'll get her into it too.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. 41, single, and ready to Scientology. But the Beckham documentary, we'll talk about it more when we finish it. I hope there's not like, there's some big review like, we're also we're also part of the Ku Klux Klan.
It just mean you got to go stone face like.
He's a Grand Wizard in the Ku Klux Klan. It used to be a love story, but it's about how much we hate. Well, I'm not going that far.
Let's hope it doesn't take that turn.
It's a love story, but it's also our love of hatred of people, different ethnicities. But yeah, I think it's gonna finish up great. I enjoyed it. The father seems like a piece of work.
Yeah.
He pushed him pretty hard.
Yeah, he did.
David does not seem to be a super fan of how he was treated by his dad. So.
And his coach.
And his coach. Oh, God, his coach was an absolute jackass.
But, I mean, just like Michael Jackson dad, got results.
It did. That belt. That belt was a star maker. Star maker. All right. How's the parlay doing? Probably not too great for Bill. Hopefully they turn it around. Oh, 7-10.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we got
almost
some.
halftime.
So first half, still okay. Parlay's still in the run.
Hopefully this hits for our buddy Bill, and we'll do a parlay for the Thursday episode. Let's give somebody a shot. If anybody could tell me who that little picture is of back there, maybe that'll get you the parlay. Post that on YouTube in the comments, and we'll see. But yeah, I'll give you a hint. He's one of my favorite musicians ever. All right, watch the documentary. Enjoy the games. Have a great one. We will see you on Thursday. And thanks for 7 days to Halloween. Oh my God.
All right.
See you then.